Welcome back to the Weekly Word. Glad you could join us here on this Thursday evening before Easter. We're here still in the East Tennessee hills, but we're kind of at a special place that a lot of people don't know about. We're at the historic Fields of the Woods near Ducktown, Tennessee. And specifically, I'm standing in front of a very nice replica of Golgotha, the place of the skull. See the cross is up on top, but you can see why it was called the place of the skull in the side of the rock here. It almost looks like a face. That was just supposed to be in the natural rock over there. Jesus was crucified there up on top, and two thieves on either side. One of those thieves recognized who Jesus was and said, "Remember me, Lord, when thou comest into thy kingdom." And Jesus told him, "Verily I say unto thee, today you'll be with me in paradise." But you know, that's not the end of the story. We're going to walk on down just a little bit here, and we're going to pick back up right in this story of the crucifixion, because I'm glad it didn't end there. Okay, we just moved. We left the display of Golgotha up here where the replica of where Jesus was crucified, and we've came right on down just a couple of 100 feet or so, and we've come to the replica of the tomb, and we're going to take a look at it here. This is the Easter story right here. Let's see what's inside here. We can actually walk in. If you want to just follow me inside, we'll go into the tomb. Well, I hope you're not too disappointed. There's nothing in here. But that's the Easter story. Jesus didn't stay in the tomb. He rose again because he's the only one who could do that. He's the only human being that ever lived that didn't have sins to pay for. Let's go back outside here. There's a big echo in here. It's echoing so much in there because it's an empty tomb. That's the difference in Jesus and all the other teachers in the past. See, Christianity is not like the other religions that, like Confucius and Buddha and Muhammad. All those guys were teachers, but they didn't come out of the tomb. They didn't come back from the dead, did they? But Jesus did, because he had no sins to pay for. All those other guys were just like me and you. They were sinners. You know, they do the best that they could. We can do the best that they could, but we've all got sins that we owed our sin debt for. But Jesus, the God-man, God manifest in the flesh, the only sinless human being that's ever lived, had no sin to pay for. Therefore, he went to the cross, suffered the judgment of God on mine and your behalf, if you subscribe to the gospel story. But I have to tell you, we started at the cross, and I emphasize the gospel don't end there. Thank God for that. And you can't be a Christian just believing that Jesus was a good teacher way back there who died on a cross. The central tenet of Christianity is that 3 days later, Jesus came back out of the tomb. He's alive forevermore. Therefore, he's still our constant friend and companion and an ever-present help in trouble. Happy Easter, everybody. Maybe you'll get a chance to come up here with your family to the historic Fields of the Woods here near Ducktown, Tennessee sometime, and you'll enjoy it. It's just a nice little trip. Everybody ought to see it at least once. See you next week on the Weekly Word.